Hi, you guys. How are you? I have been sitting in kind of silence. I've had these cards on my desk since last night, stunned by what they are showing. I still feel like I can't catch my breath because I'm still so stunned what's with these cards. And I've been sitting here getting ready to do this video like, how should I start this? And every time I come up with an idea, I get stuck on the same thing. So I have a lot of discomfort sharing these cards with you because sometimes the cards are what they are. It's like you're making too big of a deal out of this. It's black and white. But sometimes there's deeper meanings. And as the Scorpio, I'm always looking for deeper meanings. I've looked for all those deeper meanings. And I'm back to here. These cards have to do with Donald Trump's health coming into 2022. And the reason why I was looking at that is because I finally got to look at the Capricorn ingress charts. You know, the first day of winter, the Washington, D.C., for Trump Tower, New York. And then I drew one for Palm Beach. The other night I was saying that the way the top and the bottom of all these charts, including Washington, D.C., I was saying he's trapped. He's basically stuck. He cannot move for this whole winter. There's no wiggle room. You know how he always tries to get out of something and then try to distract, all that stuff. No. His well-being, who he is, everything that he has done, the things he's defended, the things he's thrown in our face, the things that have happened in New York, that have happened in Mar-a-Lago, and we can all see it, we can all feel it, and most of all, it has to do with his physical health. I will back up and say that in 2019, I did a reading of Donald's health and what he was doing through 2023, and I'm telling you, 2023, by the time we got to 2023, I was like, he's a goner. I just had such a distinct feeling he was done before I had gotten to 2023 in that reading. What's before 2023? 2022. That's what this is. This is what shook me. I'm looking at this first day of winter that lasts for 3 months in Manhattan and West Palm Beach. What's interesting about the astrology cards around both locations is like they have the same card, but in their polar opposite. Over here, the 7th house, your partnership or your enemy. In Manhattan, Chiron healing. There's a wound that has to be healed, but it's upright. Chiron healing here in Palm Beach, it's reversed. There's a problem with a wound that has to be healed. But in Trump Tower, the thing giving life to this chart for what happens all winter, we have the 6th house, which goes over here, and it's reversed. Something is wrong with day-to-day activities, but the 6th house rules one's health. Palm Beach, shared resources, actually the 8th house of life and death. Transformation. We have the 6th house here, which has to do with health. We have here in Palm Beach, Aries I am, ruled by Mars. That's new life. That's the spring coming forth. That's spring energy. He has I am reversed. Mars has to do with your virility, your life force, your defenses, reversed. So that clued me into maybe I should look at his health. And so that's what this is. Stay frosty, you guys. So as I was doing these cards, now I will tell you, these have stayed the same. These over here have kind of gotten messed up. I think these were on the bottom. These somehow were trailing off. These are kind of messed up. But these cards here are accurate. Now I'll be able to clean off my desk. So at the time, I'm asking, Tarot, I want to see Donald Trump's health, his wellness, his body. How is he doing coming into 2022? Because Trump Tower, New York, at the very bottom of the chart, the things beneath his feet, who he is, if you think X marks the spot and you're digging for treasure and you don't want anyone to see it, you want to protect it. 17 degrees Gemini. That is Donald Trump's natal planet, Uranus. He likes Uranus, that it's a chaos planet. That is the planet that creates wicked storms. That's him as like a tornado, his mouth spouting off, and things are going all over the place. And it's wreaking havoc everywhere else. This has to do with hurricanes, sudden disruptions, sudden explosions, sudden earthquakes. This is right underneath the feet of Manhattan, Trump Tower, New York. Something shocking is going to shake everything up. At the very top of the chart, then, in the skies, for everyone to see, 17 degrees Gemini or Sagittarius, that is a Republican Party chart, their moon, the moon of the body of the Republican Party, their wellness, their emotional response, a tower moment, upset emotions, and then if you look here, here's the moon. I talked about this the other night because at the Capricorn ingress, this moon was going to be 27 degrees Cancer, exactly opposite USA Pluto for her Pluto return. This is going to be so destructive to physical bodies. People are going to die, you guys. This is going to be hard. So we have that going on as well. And it's right here in the 5th house of the sun with a yod, the finger of God pointing to the moon, one's health and wellness. Remember his Venus-Saturn, this has just passed his Venus-Saturn. It's like he is enclosed here because his planets here in Cancer, like where his Mercury is, for him to be well, Venus is retrograde over here. Mercury is retrograde over there. And it's all getting enclosed by Pluto, which is the planet of destruction, life, and death. We have Mars accelerating things. We have Neptune dissolving things. And then in Palm Beach, Florida, at the bottom of the chart here, we have 11 degrees Gemini. That was the new moon solar eclipse back on June 10th when President Biden was abroad. A lot of consequential things are connected to this point. That is right underneath the feet of Mar-a-Lago. And then at the top of the chart, right above Mar-a-Lago, is our solar eclipse we just had, December 5th. That was conjunct the ascendant, the rising sign of the United States being made brand new. This is why I was asking these questions. Okay, so let's get to the cards. So I said, Tarot, show me his health. So in January, we're going to have Mercury and Venus retrograde. We have Venus retrograde right now. We have the Queen of Swords here. For health, I'm like, well, that's not really good. This is like cardinal air, Libra, things staying in balance. But this is like a strike of wind, air. The clarifier, I put this here, the High Priestess, as right away is like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. The secrets around his health. There's going to be a veil around his health. I'm sure he is feeling it right now. This represents the sign of Cancer. The sign of Cancer, the moon. It's like this strike, the Queen of Swords, it's like she cuts through this veil on the physical body and how he's doing in January is how I felt it and saw it. February, I believe nothing is retrograde anymore. February, we hit our Pluto return. This is when everything changes for our nation. This Pluto return chart is brutal for Donald. It is not favorable at all for him. So in February, the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. Those cups are also organs. Organs right now with Venus retrograde are kind of struggling. So now we're 2 months ahead. Into February, we have our Pluto return, and we're going to be hitting all the eclipse clicks from that monster full moon eclipse in November. And that was sitting right on top of him as well. Things are not going well for his bodily organs, adjusting to the Pluto return. We have the Two of Swords. Here comes that wind coming in. Something is cut off, separated. This is air. I keep thinking like the brain, the nervous system. January, February. Now we're into March, the season of Pisces. Jupiter has gone into Pisces. It is orbiting very quickly, and it is activating all these problems for him with the top and the bottom of the chart, because now we have Jupiter and Neptune there. Neptune has been giving him a lot of problems. March, it's the end of winter. I was not seeing this as a government. I was seeing this as experts consultation, because this was about his physical health. What do we do? It could be church, because with the body, everything has gone off the rails. This also represents the sign of Cancer and offenses. You have good virility when you have this going on surrounding your body, protecting the fort. It's gone off the rails. January, February, March, we head into spring. And as we head into spring, this is when we get a big click in the test of our Pluto return, because now we're in April, the spring. Aries, I am, that's reversed. January, February, March, April. Death. See, I still can't talk. This freaked me out. Death is death, you guys. The cards are, the question is, tell me about Donald Trump's health and well-being. Death. With a Tower come April. April is the test of the Pluto return. Aquarius clicks all of the eclipses this past fall. We're heading into that. March is supposed to be a time of healing, and when Aries is ushered in. Something is wrong here, you guys. January, February, March, April. We have May. This is Taurus season. May, we are going to be having more eclipses. It's almost like this card, the moon, I know it's trying to get through a journey, the tribulations and trials of trying to get somewhere to the truth, setting a goal. It's the moon that has to do with lunations and orbiting and eclipse clicks and all those type of things that I talk about. Reversed, it's almost like it's not spinning anymore. Seven of Pentacles. I mean, is this a guy that has dug a grave and is burying a grave? I don't know. This is what I saw. I can't keep throwing cards on this because my mind is so stunned and I'm totally biased about this now at this point. But I wanted to share this important video with you because it's absolutely stunning. And I will say that someone who's going to have a similar experience to Donald's chart right now in a couple of years, eyes on justice, Clarence Thomas. It's not good for him either. So on that note, happy holidays. We'll see you soon. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.